What's up, everybody? I'm Tom Christensen, and this is the Gamezebo Gazette, a weekly roundup of the hottest news from the past week. Check the video description below for links to all the articles discussed on today's show, and as always, visit Gamezebo.com every day to keep up with the latest industry news. First up on today's show, Hitman Sniper takes aim at mobile devices. After the lukewarm reception of Hitman Go, the franchise's first mobile game, Square Enix is hoping the word sniper brings them more luck than the word go did. Hitman Sniper was announced last Thursday, and according to Square Enix Montreal, the game will be a massively competitive sniping game that will focus on the subtlety of execution. So, if you're looking for a massively competitive sniping game that focuses on the subtlety of execution, you're in luck. Those of you who remember Hitman Sniper Challenge, a gameplay mode released shortly before the launch of Hitman Absolution, Square Enix says it will be something like that. Hitman Sniper is set to release later this year for Android and iOS devices as a free-to-play game. Square Enix stated that they plan to monetize unlockables like rifle upgrades and fast access to contracts, but I'm keeping my fingers crossed for wigs for Agent 47. The massively popular endless runner Temple Run has been downloaded over 1 billion times. That's about the same number of people that live in the continent of Africa, which ironically makes up less than a percentage of their player base. While 1 billion is a big number, it's not nearly as big as 50 trillion. Yeah, that's right, 50 trillion. That's how many meters players have run within the game. That's enough meters to get to the sun and back 160 times. Temple Run originally released in 2011 and received Disney spin-offs in 2012 and 2013. Temple Run 2 released in 2013. While we're on the topic of endless runners, it's worth noting that your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man is getting his own endless runner later on this year. In Spider-Man Unlimited, players will run, jump, swing, and do other Spider-Man-y things in an attempt to keep up with various Spider-Man villains. In Spider-Man Unlimited, the Sinister Six are messing with alternate universes in an attempt to unite their alternative beings and take control of the world in every dimension. You know, your typical bad guy stuff. Their plan backfires when the Spider-Mans or Spider-Men from these various dimensions come through the portal too. While it is cool to see so many different versions of Spider-Man together in a game, it's probably just a way to get more monetization options in front of the player. That's just a guess, but we'll find out either way when the game launches this September. I really like Spider-Man, so I'm hoping that Spider-Man Unlimited turns out to be a runaway hit. Also last week, we reviewed Krillbyte Studios' first-person horror game, Among the Sleep. Following the trend popularized by Amnesia, Among the Sleep is a first-person survival horror game that has players playing from the perspective of a 2-year-old child. As a youngster accompanied by a teddy bear sidekick aptly named Teddy, the player must make their way through a nightmarish world in search of their mother. Even though the protagonist of the game is still pretty much a baby, there are in fact some serious scares in Among the Sleep. Our reviewer, Andy Chalk, even said, "There were moments when I found myself very seriously wishing that I was playing something else." While the scares were real and the creep factor high, Chalk said the levels themselves were pretty linear, and while there were puzzle elements in the game, they were very easy to solve. Apart from the linear nature, easy puzzles, and the occasional bug, Chalk spoke highly of the game's atmospheric presentation, and was generally pleased with Among the Sleep, giving it 3.5 out of 5. Catch the full review linked below in the video description. That's going to do it for this week's episode. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the subscribe button right now if you haven't already to be sure you keep up with our latest videos, and of course visit Gamezebo.com every day of the week for even more awesome video game news. Once again, I'm Tom Christensen. Thanks for watching.